cage for hours. Please. Kiss me.
Greetings and salutations. This is Cage's Kiss, the ultimate cage cast, where we discuss each of the National Treasure's cinematic masterpieces and his life. We also try to glean whatever kernels of wisdom we can from his character that week. My name is Linda, but as always, you can call me the Cheese. And this week, I'm a bitchin' dick cheese.
You're just a bitch cheese. That's what you are. A stinking bitch cheese.
Don't call me bitch. Bitch. Only Adrian can call me bitch.
Oh my
That is
God.
not your word.
That is our word.
I'm Donnie, or otherwise Dick Bitch.
And I'm DUI, hardly ever caught sober, and you about to get run the fuck over, or Adrian.
Oh.
So why are we talking like this? Well, it's because we watched episodes 3 and 4 of the History of Swear Words on Netflix.
Fuck
hosted
off,
by
full Netflix
our
show.
boy. And they covered bitch and dick.
Did they, though?
They covered dick, which is sort of a swear if you're like 8 years old. Dick. Wiener.
What about cock?
Yeah, cock, man.
Yeah.
Go fucking. Your
Like-
first episode was called fuck. You gotta follow that up with fucking cock, motherfucker.
And they didn't say the word cock even once
No.
in the whole fucking episode.
In the bitch episode, she said she doesn't call her dog a bitch. She calls her dog cunt.
So
we did get to hear cunt. And we did get to see penis in a movie clip that I don't know what it was from. So I appreciate
it's
that
Yeah.
from
part.
was it the pop star?
Where it makes that nice rubbery sound as the window rolls down across it. You know?
Yes. That was a big old.
I'm just saying, Sex in the City, the movie, was not very good, but you did get to see full frontal male nudity in it. So there's some redemption there. Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, Kim Cattrall looking at penises, that's just nature taking its course.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Kim Cattrall was in that movie?
Yeah.
Kim Cattrall. Kim Cattrall.
Who
Kim
dat?
Cattrall. Kim Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall, who's apparently not in the new movie. Not going to be in the new movie.
She has problems.
Did she turn 90 or something?
No.
Problems with the other ladies, but that's a different podcast.
More
Well, that-
specifically, one lady.
Wait, you're saying that four
Yeah.
women got together and got bitchy with each other? Say it ain't so.
Women be
No,
bitches.
it's more like BoJack Horseman was being like a queen bee
Mm-hmm.
and like mean girl. So, but anyway, different podcast.
Different podcast.
Anywho, so I guess we should talk about bitch.
Are we going
Yeah,
to talk about
so-
bitch more than they actually did?
Since they didn't?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
they-
So
I don't know. I feel like it was 5-10 minutes worth of bitch.
the,
Well,
That's not a lot of bitch.
well, there
Go
was
ahead,
some
Adrian.
twatting, but there wasn't much bitch. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, the Rolling Stones and Elton John made wonderful songs about the word bitch, and so did Guns N' Roses with the most poetic song of 1991, Back Off Bitch. It is a beautiful, useful word, and I love it. And I am one.
Well, yeah.
I can verify.
Like you were saying, you and I have a lot of issues, especially with the bitch episode. But part of the issue I want to take, because I did call a few things from the last episode that were coming our way.
No, yeah,
And-
you were the prophet here. You were totally the Cassandra. You told us what was coming.
And I also am willing to put my face right in it.
Dick.
Yes, I'll put my dick right in it and wiggle it around
All right.
deep in that shit.
Right in bitch.
But this is something I've really gotten irritated with. This is that the whole entire show has this
It's utterly
common
PC.
thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, not only PC, it's this common thread of giving you the idea that you're going to be getting a history lesson out of this, but in fact, all you're going to have is just a bunch of talking head points. And it's
Yeah,
gonna be a
there's
lot of
15
jokes about it.
seconds of Wikipedia research in there.
Yeah,
and the rest of it
and-
is stand-up comics with stories and impressions and
Yeah.
some faux Terry Gilliam animation.
Yeah, but I also see they're repeating themselves as well, which is kind of hilarious
Badly.
to me in a way, because every single word since the F word episode, the first thing they said with that is the word fuck is just so universal. It can mean something good. It can mean something bad. It can mean surprise. It can be being let down. Like shit is the exact same way. Bitch also is universal. So is dick. It's like, what curse word isn't fucking universal?
Well, there was
I
a
feel
clear
like
double
the
standard
title-
on the treatments on the bitch and dick episodes, by the way.
Yeah.
I feel like the title is kind of misleading where they call it history of swear words, where it
Yeah.
really should be, I mean, they should focus more on the history and
They should have
it
called it
be
comics like cussing.
well, I know I said this last time, but like it's more like we love the 90s type of
Yes.
show, and
Yeah.
I feel like it's more in that sort of genre.
It's a very
But it should
surface
be, like-
talking head thing, where
Yeah.
it's all kind of nudge and cute.
But they did, to their credit, they did have the woman who was responsible for getting saying that bitch is an offensive word in the dictionary.
It's a sometimes
that was
offensive
cool.
word. Come on.
Well, no, she was saying that use is offensive for like a woman, but
Well, if you want to talk
I
about
mean-
stuff in the dictionary, I have looked into this, having looked at a freaking stack of dictionaries. Find me the dictionary that admits that the word poop is used for fecal matter, as it has been for the past 60 years.
True.
really?
Yeah, no, even recent dictionaries published this century will still refer to it as like being pooped.
Yeah.
How
or
weird.
getting the poop on him, which is super old. Now, it's also a rare fucking day when you're gonna find a dictionary that also has expletives in it, like fuck, like we found one once at a fucking Costco that had all the variations on fuck. We bought the shit out of it because like that was adorable. But
Well, I
most of them
remember
are
that
like, oh,
too.
that's
You
impolite.
bought in
These are
bulk.
for schools. These are for schools, guys. Come on now, dictionaries are about education. It's like, yeah, we can't admit that swearing happens.
Well, yeah, I remember that. Even as kids, we would go through our dictionaries trying to find curse words just so we can go, haha, there it is. It's written, lols.
That's like that little toy caterpillar where its feet are the letters of the alphabet and you can make it say things, but if you make it say shit or fuck after a certain generation, it says, ha ha, that tickles. They were very thorough too. They got all the slurs, right? All the fuck words and all the slightly not fuck words. It wouldn't say fag. It wouldn't say any of that. It would all, if you tried a racial slur too, it would say, ha, that tickles.
If that tickles, I think you're doing it wrong.
You know what else is gonna tickle? Yeah, but it's like that was then. This is now. When we live in an age where Furbies weren't allowed into the Pentagon because they were afraid they would record secrets.
Oh God, yeah.
I just rewatched
But,
Breach the other night. And it's just a reminder. It's
What
like
was it?
Breach. Remember with the what's his name, Cooper there, and fucking Ryan Philippe, about the FBI guy who was selling
Oh.
secrets to the Russians since the mid '80s, and they weren't able to bust him until the 2000s.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I did like, and I should say I do like Joel Kim Booster on the show
Mm-hmm.
because not only do I think he's funny, but also he was making the point that in the like in his past, and so people like went around calling him a fag or a faggot by calling him a bitch.
I kind of want to question that though. I don't really know that there's legitimacy to that claim. Maybe it is.
Well,
I just-
if you use bitch on another man, it isn't always because you think he's actually a homosexual.
yeah, it's like I call people
Hmm.
bitch all the time, especially guys, and it's not because they're gay. It's just
And furthermore,
word.
bitches, rub your titties if you love hip hop.
that's right.
Jesus Christ.
I can't say the first part of that.
So far, I really like him, and I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but I think it's Zainab Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
They're both pretty damn funny.
I mean, it's kind
But
of
Not
as
funny,
well.
haha, funny queer.
I was remembering
tramp.
it was
I'll
a
just keep playing the
humanities
gay card
class
over
we
here,
had at the Art Institute, and we were having to, I can't remember what the fuck it was, why we had to learn this shit specifically, but yeah, they had brought up the whole Queen Latifah and the line in her song "Who You Calling a Bitch" and how's her stance against a lot of male rappers calling out women as being bitches, so you're either a bitch or you're a hoe. And it was just, it still sticks in my head that we had to learn that, and I still question why the fuck it mattered. But more importantly, there were soldiers in our class that were like, I'm here to learn to cook. I don't give a shit about this.
Yeah. Well, Donnie, don't forget. Most importantly, young and successful A sex symbol. The bitches want me to
Yeah.
fuck. True.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say this right now, dude. All the swearing and the profanity and all the offensive language you said. That's what rap music is wonderful for. It's beautiful. It is hilarious. Wait, don't tell me that you can listen to DMX's "Where the Hood At" and not laugh once. That song is wonderful. Motherfucker, don't you never come near me. Stick your head right up your ass. Have you seen shit clearly?
Yeah.
London Hughes, she said she listed as like I think a rap song. She listed "Smack My Bitch Up," but that's
I know,
not
that's
even
what
rap.
made me laugh. I was like, she mentioned "Smack My Bitch Up." I'm like, that's not a rap song. It's like I think they would kind of be offended by this.
Yeah, she's aiming kind of wide there. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, and at the same time, it's like you can't.
Nobody
can't
got offended
really-
by the bitch's back.
Yeah. Well, see, that's just it. You have things like that, but then, I mean, it did focus a large part on I want to say how it is like, used against women and feminism. But it's like, yeah, that is an attack they can use against them. But it's like, shit, it's used against everyone else. It doesn't necessarily, at least from how I've heard it say it, how I've said it myself, it doesn't always mean it's like if you call another guy a bitch, it means that you're lesser than a woman. It's like, you're so stupid that I have to call you this because I've met women smarter than you and they don't know shit.
Yeah, space cop.
Well, I don't
Exactly.
think that, like, because, when he was saying that, I was thinking that I don't think that anybody, when they use the word bitch on another man, like, I don't feel like they're consciously thinking, I'm saying you're lesser than a woman, but
A woman is not in the
trying to
discussion. It's two men
emasculate them.
talking to one another,
Yeah.
And women don't necessarily own femininity either,
Well, I was also laughing because I was kind of like, why isn't anyone saying, bitch, are you for real? It's like,
Yeah,
I really,
besides,
really wanted
sometimes
that.
shit is totally bitching, bro.
That's right. It's
But
such a
more
versatile
importantly,
word.
apart from like really hurtful racial and ethnic slurs, I don't think you need permission to say a word, especially a swear word.
Well, that's what kind of got me. It's like when the woman went on about how she can call all of her female friends bitch, but as soon as a guy says it, then she's gonna burn your shit down. Like you don't have ownership of this word. I'm sorry.
No,
It's like,
yeah.
even going from that into admitting that
No,
the
but
gay
it's the
community can also
intention.
use it.
But
Yeah, it's
any
the
word can be
intention,
used
but-
to hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not like the
Words
N word
can
where
dig
it's
deeper
pretty
than
much
a
that's
knife.
all it ever was.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm not like
Oh.
gonna use the N word with somebody. Like
Much.
I think
Snoozy?
it's not saying that it's that's like that we have ownership over that word. It's just saying like your intentions change
Yeah.
or the
Look,
definition
on
of
the
it.
first
And
two,
I could definitely relate with being dismissed with the word.
people aren't always
Yeah.
dismissed
As
based on their
a
gender
woman,
either.
there's well, but I don't know. Like in my experience, I've been dismissed a lot for being a
Mhm.
woman, and it's like it's with politicians. It's if they want a woman politician to be more assertive, but when she is more assertive, she's a bitch.
Well, remember too, in politics, for a large part, you're dealing with a generation born during World War II. So what they're doing doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily affect people in their late 30s, early 40s like us.
They're more concerned with getting their mint juleps from
Also,
their servants.
there was a whole slant towards the perceived meaning of the word bitch throughout that episode, which in one case at least is completely false because they kept saying that women were referred to bitch when they were promiscuous. It's like maybe when that word when bitch started meaning something other than just a lady dog, like maybe that was the case, but like not in the last half of the 20th century, and especially
I
not
think
in the
that's what they
military,
said.
because women in the
that's-
military, they're going to get called one of two things. They're going to get called a bitch, but they're only going to get called a bitch if they are not called a slut. Because in the military, women are it's still this way, unfortunately, because the progress is so slow. Getting women into the military was slow.
fuck.
But like I know a woman who was in the army, and it's like, so if a woman puts out, she's a slut. If she does not, she's a bitch.
Yeah. And that's something that's
We're not in the
gone when we
military.
were
We're
high
in
school.
society, you know. But
Yeah.
I was gonna say in outside of the military, it's pretty much like that too. But I know that it's worse in the military,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
yeah,
there are awful toxic men. They exist. And they'd be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, why'd you give me that pussy, you fucking bitch?" Shh. You know.
Which still kind of gets me again, because like we've mentioned, they haven't, and I don't know if they actually are ever going to cover the C word, but as much as they were laying
No.
down about the B word, it's like they're treating bitch as if it's cunt.
Yeah,
And
no,
I'm just kinda
they were
that
talking
was
about
the one
bitch
where
as if it was
growing
worse
up, we
than
were
cunt.
Yeah, it's like that was the one where growing up we were always told you never call a woman, no matter how
No,
mad you are.
Yeah, no. To this day, cunt is still one of the only ones that has any oomph to it,
Yeah.
and it also has those two
Well, yeah,
wonderful
that's what I
consonant
was thinking
sounds.
too. Like with bitch and dick, I feel like they were more effective when we were kids.
There's
Yeah.
also both
But-
words you could say on TV.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And I think it was bitch was the first real like cuss word on TV. Wasn't it like with South
Yeah,
Park?
yeah. It's like they worked that in somewhere in the
What
90s
was that
there,
in
and it's like
shit? Yeah.
it's
They
like
said a
because
lot back
bitch, whatever. Yeah.
Batch.
It's just
I've been thinking
it's just a word. It's just a word.
Well, that's
But
top.
what pissed me off is that on the first two episodes, I remember I made the complaint that there were no detractors. Everybody was just all like, "Oh yeah, shit and fuck,
Yeah.
shit and fuck, flying so high," and then they get to bitch, and it's only detractors, and it's like, no, you need multiple viewpoints. None of these are doing this. They all have one stance or the other. Like, I'm sorry, this is bullshit. You can't just stand on whatever's politically appropriate.
Honestly, when we started this whole thing out, I was legitimately expecting this was going to be something grand, like they were going to actually cover what George Carlin used to say religiously on his acts and talked about the 7 dirty words that were not allowed on
Yep.
air or TV. And it's like that would have been something interesting to have gone into, but no, it's like we're kind of getting a combination of actual cuss words and playground cuss words.
And nobody's talking about cocksucker.
I know. It's like
I
that would have been a
fucking
beautiful
love
word to have
cocksucker.
covered.
I was hoping that they would bring up cunt during the pussy episode, which is next. But then they didn't bring up cock in
Yeah,
dick in
yeah.
the dick episode.
Yeah, no,
so,
they also had some G-rated similes for penis on that.
Yes.
yeah.
Which again, it's like you guys are not going hard. We're not learning anything, but this is weak sauce.
Joel Kim Booster just like besides dong, which is one of my favorite words for it too. But besides dong, all of his were Nick Cage movie related.
That's true.
It was
The National
Snake
Treasure.
Eye, National Treasure,
Oh.
and
I still-
Peggy Sue.
I still liked Nicolas Cage when he did that, saying that you could replace Dick with Nick. It's like Big Nick powers. I kind of like
Yes.
that.
Wait, do people refer to
Big Nic
docking as
Energy.
face off?
I wish. But I
I did
still
like that, yeah.
I will still contest to this day that the best definition I've ever heard of bitch came from my favoriteest of drag queens, Latrice Royale, who said to them,
Yay.
bitch is being in total control of herself. And that's why she says she's
Yes.
proud to be a bitch. But it's taking a word and owning it, taking away the damage it could be done to you with that word, taking it as a compliment.
Mm-hmm.
But then we
Mhm.
also in that same episode had, and I still just kind of, I don't know, I didn't want to say groaned, but it just reminded me of this is something you do at home during the pandemic is when you take the how big of a bitch you are test. It's like, this is just shit you do on your downtime. It's like, what house in Harry Potter am I now?
Oh god.
A new BuzzFeed article.
Yeah.
Or listicle.
Linda's
I
Hufflepuff.
just like you talking about that reminded me that when we were kids, I got a card, it looked kind of like a credit card, but it had an acronym for bitch. It was beautiful, intelligent, talented, cunning, and horny.
Yeah.
And I had that as a kid, so thanks, Mom and Dad.
Speaking of horny, they had Lucille Bogan on the bitch episode.
Yes.
Yes.
And
they
I
did.
fucking love.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard her track "Shave 'Em Dry"?
Shave them dry. 1, 2, and 3.
I think you sent me that link.
It's like, I got nipples on my titties big as the end of your thumb, and the stuff between my legs that make a dead man come. Oh, baby. Baby, won't you shave them dry? And later in that is like, fucking is the thing. It's gonna take me to hell. You know?
Yeah,
I
the
think
good
when
old times.
I think when I first heard her music, I had a very similar reaction that than those ladies had, where I was like, "What year is
Raunchy
this?"
as fuck
Is this
blues
for real?
from the 30s. Lucille Bogan,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
it's like
she's
talking
fucking
about how your cock stands up like a steeple and your goddamn asshole opens up like a church door and the crabs march out like people.
Yes, and how she'll suck your dick till you need to take a shit.
Yeah. It's like she's doing the fucking Rolling Stones fucking 30 years earlier. It's beautiful. Yeah.
She should be our patron
She
saint.
is awesome. She's also laughing throughout the track because I don't think she saw the lyrics before they came to record.
Yeah.
But it's okay because it's awesome.
We'll
That's
do
awesome.
it live.
Yeah. It's like, I'm Lucille
Do this
Bowen.
bitch live.
I'm here to sing about fucking. Yeah, nobody's caught up to Lucille, dude. You know, she's way ahead of her time.
I do also like using the phrase "this bitch." Am I right?
Yeah, but that song though, that fucking song, I'm 100% that bitch. It's like, dude,
Oh, by Lizzo.
that was like the worst song on there.
Don't you fucking talk shit about Lizzo.
I just did.
What other songs of
Come
Lizzo
on.
do you know?
Exactly.
I actually have her on my running playlist. Thank you very
So
much.
tired, can't understand it. Just had a fortnight's sleep.
She's fucking amazing.
I'm just saying, you know, Rolling Stones "Bitch" from Sticky Fingers. That's a wonderful song. That's the better one.
I'm just saying, keep your bitch mouth shut when you're talking about my girl.
Yeah, quit your twatting.
Damn, bitch.
Y'all feel like it's time for a little dick?
So they're all like, oh, it's the only thing that that used to be a name. You know, it's like, oh, well, what about Johnson?
Yeah.
Or I like to sometimes say Johansson. You know, for somebody's Johansson. You know, got a
Oh,
caught
my.
in
I
the door,
like
caught in
the
the zipper.
names that Cage was saying in the beginning, because there's no was it Fucklin or Shittard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shittard. I was like, wow, man, if I had kids.
Yeah, calling women's bitches ain't allowed, but making fun of a man's pee-pee, all day and all night. Yeah, this is the stuff. I'm a feminist. I'm going to make fun of pee-pees. It's like, yeah, you're going to make fun of men's genitals. At least men's genitals don't look like a goddamn ragged axe wound.
Wow.
Bam!
You remind me of the greatest line I remembered from fucking Trauma's the Killer Condom, when there's a gay detective with a huge dick and balls, and is like, man, you would really make a woman happy, you know that? And he goes, God damn it, I don't want piss flaps. I want a nice tight asshole.
Yep, don't need me that piece. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be man-hating and shit. Men are beautiful. They got cocks on them. It's wonderful.
I'm okay with dicks. I mean, like, obviously.
And I
All
don't
of our
think they're ugly.
genitals look horrible and mutated to someone.
Yeah.
Sure, you know, it's not for everybody. You know, I'm not John Norman. I'm not going to say, no, just give it to a lesbian. She'll like it later. It's like, no, John Norman, that's not how it works.
You use the fake ones. Why not the real ones, sweetheart?
Well,
Like Quagmire
Adrian, we
walking
all know
up.
that this is just a phase of yours, and you're just waiting for the right
It's
girl to
only
come
gone
around.
on for 38 years.
I'm stuck in a dick phase. Do you mind?
Man, I want to get all up on that dick face.
I think I'm almost over it.
Also, by the way, making fun of the size, not nice. Dicks are as big as they need to be. And furthermore, human beings have the largest penises of any of the primates. We're actually better hung than gorillas.
Yeah, so
And that's not just
gorillas.
in comparison to body mass. That's in actual inches. We are huge for primates. We're fucking towering over those
ever,
other monkeys. They're jerking off their little stuff.
Do
and
you
they're
ever go to the zoo?
And just whip it out.
Hey, gorilla.
Oh, every time I whip it out, I press it against the glass, and he gets all mad and starts throwing his shit at the glass. But he can't
I don't
get
know
me.
what's wrong with a gorilla. Their spirits seem to be broken. I'm not sure what happened.
My dick's bigger than yours.
Just standing there
bitch.
helicoptering your dick in front of them.
I'm just saying, we're really hung for primates. You know, maybe not so much for dogs or horses or elephants, but for primates, we're fucking king.
That's our new motto. Cage's Kiss. We're well hung for primates.
The best hung primates.
The best hung
Not by horse standards, but
But that's okay, because we can control when we shit.
Yeah.
Eat that, horses.
Fuck you, horses. Bitch.
Fucking horse bitch. Why long face?
You dick-faced horse bitch.
Wonderful.
Oh, this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't know. Like they did. It's like you guys were saying. It's not enough history
Yeah.
and more. I mean, I do like that they have the professionals there. But then for the commentary, but they focus more on. And here's some funny commentary from some comedians.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's easier to look it up yourself than it is to go by what they're saying. And it just feels like they had a fun idea. Like maybe they actually found some interesting stuff about like fuck and shit. But then the rest, it's like, oh fuck, we gotta pad this shit out.
Well, maybe
So
if
that's what it kind of feels like they did.
producer, wasn't so busy being a rapist, like maybe could
Or
have
doing
cultivated some
mountains
content.
of cocaine. And
Or doing yeah,
Well,
some.
like maybe if they just had like a documentary with all of these in there,
Yeah.
and just
Well,
less commentary by the comedians.
I kind of wish,
and then-
that they had like maybe. I think this would have actually fared better. Like even if they weren't so great at it, it just would have fared better if it'd been like a BBC thing. Because even if it was
Yeah.
just a goof, they probably would have still got more information in there.
Oh my god, I want to see a Ken Burns documentary.
Oh yeah, no. My dearest Annabelle, you are a bitch. There ain't nothing for it, woman. You just a bitch.
You are a bitch goddess.
My dick is lonely and cries tears for you.
you are such a hot bitch. I want to suck on your ass and take out a fart and hold it like a bong rip.
Tomorrow we are going to Gettysburg, and I am not sure whether I will survive.
Shit just got real here at Gettysburg.
Enclosed is all my love for you. The paper stuck together.
DNA tests later would show that this was indeed his DNA included on that paper.
Now, we don't know what the rebel yell sounded like, but we do know what it sounded like when a southern reb would come.
And here's a melted down wax imprint of his nipple sent to his wife.
Sometimes when I close my eyes, I can imagine that Sergeant Baxter's butt is your pussy.
Sergeant Baxter told me of his lovely wife and him having cordials together, and how he put the beads of a rope upon her backside and then tugged them out as one would do a machine to cut the grass.
When Johnny
Her
comes marching
screams still
home
echo
again,
in his
fuck,
head.
oh fuck.
My
Johnny comes
sweet hot
marching home
bitch,
again,
how I
oh
long to
fuck,
do
oh
this
fuck.
with you.
The pounding sounding in my brain that bitches will be cleaved in twain and we'll all be gay when Johnny comes marching home.
Now, see, the gay is what started this war.
Why? Lincoln sent some guy in the South a map of the world, and he just circled in red pen Uruguay, and he's like,
No,
get
he
the
just
message.
circled it and just put in GAY, and been like, I don't think so, Mr. Lincoln.
Oh yeah, well we're covering these harsh swears. Let's get gay and fart in there.
Yes, exactly. Fought.
Now let's go get them bitches.
Even that's more infinitely entertaining than what they did with this. And again, I just wish we learned more about it. I mean, even the most we learned about bitch is the original spelling of the word before we changed it over.
Oh, okay, yeah. The real, the 1,000-year-old spelling of bitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
And listeners, if you actually want a good history of certain words and phrases, listen to our friends over at Origin of Species.
That's
They
true.
have a lot of great content.
That's
And
just
actually,
in-depth.
if you really want to deep dive into bitch, then you should go ask your mom.
Now I want you to say, quote, "Sup, bitch." What does bitch mean?
Ask that bitch what she's been up to.
I'm just saying, I'd complain about it maybe, but I got 99 problems, and a wench is not numbered amongst them.
Ha
Mom, these green beans are bitchin'.
And it's totally bitchin'.
Great job, bitch.
Fuck, I learned about
Oh
the
my
word
God.
bitchin' from my mom, because she'd tell me stuff that you heard on Cheech and Chong records back in the day. She didn't have any of those fucking records, but she'd tell me about them.
Yeah.
Try asking your dad if your mom is his bottom bitch.
What's my name?
Ask your parents which ones know the saying of be obscene but not heard.
God.
If we're going that deep.
Anyway. So dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, it's funny because that guy's name was Dick Sweat, and he got elected to office because his name was Dick Sweat. Ah!
I found that to be one of those things where you're kind of like, and then it's like, oh.
Yeah.
Then you realize, like,
'Cause that
this
shit
is
happens.
humanity.
Like,
Yeah.
remember,
Fucking
wasn't
happens.
it when, what the fuck his name was? Was it when Romney was running that we had the wizard dude who had, like, the
Yes.
sunglasses and the huge boot on his head?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fuck, what was his name?
Because it was him, and there was a couple
something
others,
bug.
and even had, like, porn stars running for the presidency as well. Everyone was like, I got money, I'll throw my hat in.
Well, this guy had been running in Washington for years, I think decades even. And yeah, he's always worn the boot on his head.
Yeah.
He wears a
Yeah.
boot on his head.
Yes. He
Brilliant.
was something or
with
other
the,
wizard.
The
but-
word bug in it, I think.
Yeah. But, oh my God.
I
yeah.
mean,
It's
Lyndon
just, again,
LaRouche
you
ran for office for quite some time, too, when he wasn't in jail.
Yes.
And sometimes he ran while he was in jail.
Even the great Gonzo doctor ran for mayor.
That's right, he ran
And
for sheriff of Aspen. Oh, holy sweet motherfuck. Oh, buy the ticket and
would've
take
been
the ride.
interesting.
Oh, it's Vermin Supreme.
Vermin
there we go.
Supreme.
Yeah, that was it.
That's just fancy, is what
Not
that
bugs,
is.
but vermin.
Okay.
We just need to dress up as like Cobra or something, like Cobra Commander, and go up there and have people vote for
Cobra,
us.
retreat!
Yes. During the debate, we'll steal our other candidates' water. And like, oh, where's my water? Cobra!
Cobra! Cobra!
I'm not.
Oh.
Have a fresca.
God damn it.
I mean, there doesn't. We've said dick twice, or
Dick.
tried to talk about the episode dick a few times. It's just hard because there's not much dick there to go by.
Oh! Yes, the penis episode was most disappointing.
It really was.
That's what I'm saying. Like they hardly talked about the history of it, and then it was just like, well, this is what could have been the origin.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well,
Yeah, that wasn't very concrete, was it? They're all like, "Oh yeah, well,
No.
it's a nickname for Richard starting at this point."
Yeah, we just
and then
like
in the 19th
rhyming
century,
names.
riding whip they'd call those dicks,
Yes.
spotted
then it's
dick,
called,
they got in
this
England,
is called
yeah.
a dick, and it looks like a penis, and I'm holding my penis, therefore I shall call it a dick.
Yeah.
And have you guys noticed that they keep referencing Along Came Polly? What's up with that?
I think again it kind of ties into the people they have repeatedly showing
I
up.
never actually saw that whole movie,
Uh.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't
It's,
know.
They're just sort of
Oh,
gleefully into
and-
that one kind of pop culture,
I think I was mixing Vermin Supreme with Good Space Guy. That
Oh.
was the other one.
There's a guy who runs for
I think
office under the
another
name of Good Space
libertarian.
Guy. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Good Space Guy.
I've been taxed enough already, and I'm from space.
Well, Something I did manage to find a lot more of, and I'm finding I kind of hope we're the ones influencing this, getting people to realize the error of their ways, is that this
Oh.
show went from having a 5-star rating to a popular 3-star rating.
It did.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a lot of people very not so happy with this show.
I should have thought
But-
that would naturally happen once episode 3 dropped, but go ahead.
Yeah. I was able to actually find some that didn't mention liberal propaganda or SJW propagandas.
Right.
Damn it.
So why are you mad? I thought you would I thought you'd be like happy I found some that didn't include that, because there was a lot of that.
Dottie, Linda's reclaiming that word.
Oh my God, I'm taking it back. So, yeah,
ahead.
okay. I was really disappointed by this show. Netflix did a great job in the advertising to sell the premise, but the delivery is extremely long-winded, with a lot of uninteresting talking heads who are introduced as quote-unquote comedians, but don't say anything verging on comedic. The trailer for the show is a solid 8 out of 10, so just watch that. This isn't funny or informative. I was hoping to learn genuine origins of swear words and have a laugh at the same time. Instead, I got jabbering talking heads pontificating and posturing about the books they've written or qualifications they have, interspersed with quote unquote comedians talking about swearing. Now, I also found 3 more to include with this because they're short, they're to the point, and I absolutely loved one of these.
Okay. Lay it on us,
Nick-
Epcat.
Nick Cage's pieces are entertaining, but if you want the history of swear
That's
words,
true.
you will get more entertainment simply Googling their origins and reading a few sites than watching this. Nick Cage is the best thing about this, which speaks volumes.
I'll agree with that.
My absolute favorite, because they put much emphasis on this, and I had to count it, is no, with 32 periods after the word no.
Jesus.
They wanted it known that when it comes to the show, no.
No.
The power of the word.
Even in the
We
Dick
said the one
episode-
word that humans said to us every day, repeatedly. He said no. Come on, it's Rise of the fucking Planet of the Apes. Come on. The first word.
I feel like it's not. I feel like I just noticed that the Dick episode barely had the experts in it at all. And I guess
Yeah.
there's just not much to talk about.
Which again, just
Except for I like the dick pic story though.
oh yeah, the dick pic story was funny,
Dad,
but
why'd
again,
you
it's
send
just-
me that?
It's just again kind of showing how thin a lot of these, I guess, concepts were.
Did
More
you
than the actual episodes.
did you guys ever hear the Rucka Rucka Ali song "Pick of a Dick"?
No.
I sent a pick of a dick, pick of a dick. What is this shit? And there's
Well, I'm in the same camp as that expert. Like I think they're funny. But I can see where people get annoyed. I mean, I found it entertaining, but it was also pretty fucking frustrating, when I was before I found Carlo and I was like on dating websites and shit, and it was like, you'd get a dick pic and it's like, thanks.
Yeah, I
That's,
mean,
that's great.
well, around the time that you were going through all that a little bit before, my friend Aki over at the Walgreens was doing something similar, and she'd show me the dick pics.
I remember you told me about that.
No,
yeah.
and we actually, the funny thing is like we actually found out later that sometimes multiple guys would send the same dick, and it's like that ain't your
That's
dick.
neat.
Yours is a dick of
think get 'em
lies.
online.
It's like we've seen this dick before. Hold on, I call foul.
Well, it's like it's frustrating when you're trying to find someone serious, but
Yeah.
at the same time it's kind of fucking funny because it's a dick pic. But I think context is key there. I think that like if I were like in the expert situation and you click on Craigslist and I open an ad for a cleaner and there's a giant dick pic, I would be laughing too.
Every now and then somebody will make a DeviantArt account just to show dick pics.
That's true.
The account's usually removed pretty quick because they won't adhere to the rules to show it erect or whatever,
Right.
But a lot of them, it's like the worst dick pic photography you can imagine. They're like in a darkened room using the worst flash on like the worst like webcam possible. And so you get this bluish white thing with razor bumps right in your foreground and get a thing sticking off in the distance as they took it from above, and it's like, is that like an albino yam? What the hell? It's like, I don't think dicks are ugly. I think they look great. But like, if you represent it in that way, it's like, what even is that? Is that a tumor? That ain't your penis, is it? Oh, God.
Okay. So guys, if you want to send dick pics, make sure you get like the proper lighting. You
Lighting
get
is
that,
key. Don't use flash. It's
what are
terrible.
those, Donnie, you're a photographer. What are those called? The things that like help
The
reflect
ball lighting?
the light?
We have ball lighting. But also hire yourself what porn star sets call a fluffer. They will help you out
Yeah.
dramatically.
Well, I guess the problem is most of these guys are sending dick pics because they want to get a fluffer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they aren't even at square one. They're at square zero right now. They're trying to work up to be nothing. Not even on the ground floor. They in the basement.
Yeah, when I send dick pics, I prefer to show something for scale with it. Like, this is my G.I. Joe figure.
Yeah,
and
you
it's
got to
back
set up
back
some
with
army
another
men.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. You need some perspective there. And the correct answer we found for like if you're on a dating site and somebody keeps sending you dick pics, the correct answer is always mine's nice but mine's bigger. If you're a woman.
There was this art piece I actually saw in a museum once where it was a postcard style photo of some guy's scrotum with a bunch of army men set up around it, and in fancy text like postcards always have, it says "Greetings from my hairy nuts."
Yeah.
Excellent.
It was pretty great.
I still think, like we were saying before, that if you're going to do this episode, you really should have just went with cock. Because
Yeah.
there's a lot more with that.
It's a way better word, and it's a word that you won't hear on TV.
And not only that, it's like if you Google it, like I just did this while we were going on our spiel, there are a lot more results and a lot more to read through for cock than there is for dick.
It's just a better
But, I
word.
mean-
To not even mention it? What
No.
the fuck?
But I still was really, the only thing that had me curious about this entire episode, which I did not really get closure to, except for Nicolas Cage to say that there was early forms of rap because people had to find ways to rhyme names, apparently, was I always wondered how the name Richard became synonymous with dick.
There's a
Because
lot
I
of there's a lot of weird
could
ones
never
like
get
that.
that.
Like apparently Giuseppe. If your name's Giuseppe, that shortens to Pino.
Yeah.
It's like, how do they get that? How did we even get
Well,
there?
yeah, like
Hal David is
was
Mac
saying,
David. Where'd that come from?
Yeah.
like Margaret being changed to Meg
And then
What
to
the fuck?
Peg.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's been something
Well,
that never
I mean,
made sense to
they
me.
don't-
And Bob, like there's no Bobbert out there.
There should be, But this is the thing with Cockney English is that the Brits had the English language first, so they've abused it far more and for far longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like trying to play,
Well,
mate.
Some Jameses go to Jack, and it's like, what?
You get Jack from James also, and from John,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how you go
which
from,
doesn't
like,
make any
Linda
sense
to
because it's not
bitch.
even short. Actually, no, that was the thing I'd run into back in school. Was people are like, "What do I call you for short?" And I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you call me for short?" They're like, "Well, your name's Adrian. Would I call you like Age?" And I'm like, "No, just call me Adrian." They're like, I don't want to say all that.
It's too fucking
It's
syllables.
like
Yeah, that was my thing too. It's just like, how about you just call me Linda?
How about you just call me
furthermore,
Inda?
when you're alone with one
Hell
other
is
person,
silent.
you don't need to use names.
Yeah.
You don't like if you're like I have friends whose names I rarely use because well, I'm not talking to anybody else right now, am I? We each know who the other is.
Yeah.
It's like that's
Yeah, that's true.
the same shit with pronouns. It's all like I'm not going to use the pronoun because I'm not going to be referring to you in the third person. I'm talking directly to you.
Yeah.
Unless
I-
like you're like there are multiple people around and you want to be specific, but even then it's just
I guess these are
safe
things because
ways around
everybody's at
that.
these parties, like their whole life is entourage. There's always at least 4 people right next to them. Like, is this how people live? Like,
Yeah, that's a whole can of worms.
it's a can of
I
something.
guess what we should do is start a campaign, like a letter writing campaign, writing to Chris D'Elia and be like, "Where's the where's the cock?
Yeah.
Where's the cock?
We want cock."
Hey, Wendy's, where's the cock?
I think they actually finally decided to stop teaching cursive in school, and I kind of hate that now.
I always really
Yeah.
sucked at it, so I'm fine
I was
with
like,
it.
we had to fucking suffer through that shit. Why do these people not?
Yeah.
No, what pisses me off is when they stop trying to teach them the difference between there, and there. You know, and they don't teach them the twos. You know, like there's all these kids, they use the wrong
yeah.
two. You know, like it's way too to much. It's like it's too much. It's right at it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going too much.
Or your.
Yeah. The yours and all that. Yeah. It's like guys, these have different meanings.
Yeah.
You fucking assholes. You cocksucking bastards.
Fucking bitches.
You fucking stupid ass bitches. You notice when they listed Cage's swear words, he had bitch more than shit.
Yeah,
You'd think shit would be close second to fuck with anybody.
I kind of thought so.
You bitches!
And he was saying he was a gentleman for not liking to use the word bitch. So we at least can note that, I guess.
You fucking bitches, I hate you. I hope you fucking die.
Honestly, I feel like Cage is really like, you know, I think he's my favorite part in this whole series because he's really in his fucking element.
I really
Yeah.
hate the set they have him on, and I hate the fact that they have everything really oversaturated. Like they're trying, like look, it's all bright and pretty. It's comedy.
Yeah.
Mm.
I wish it was a little more consistent than that because
Yes.
again, it's like going back, like we learned, he filmed all that, what you said, in a day, like in a couple hours.
day.
Yeah, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
And it just kind of sucks. It's like, even before knowing that, just seeing how he is in all those elements, they really don't change much of anything. It's just like you said, it's very, very oversaturated. It just kind of looks shitty.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a filter. It's like an Instagram filter. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the life
Your
we live
dick's
in.
like a filter.
There are dick filters.
And nobody brought up split cock at any point. What the hell? Will no one show the video of split cock?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you know what's like the most tragic part of this is because they didn't bring up cock. You can't have cocksucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just not going to do anything with... Dude, cocksucker is the best. It's right up there with motherfucker. It's so great.
It is.
It really is. Yes,
God,
it's fucking great.
I love cocksucker. In fact, when I'm in traffic, I'll be like cocksucker, shit sucking fuck, lick my shit asswad, you know, all that kind of stuff. You need those.
Yeah.
Those are powerful words.
But not on Netflix.
No, this Netflix. This is why you'll always be number 2. You lose.
I've seen better shows on Sci-Fi Channel.
Missed cock opportunities.
I'm gonna go watch more Dark Shadows on Sci-Fi.
Wait, you talking the reboot?
Oh God,
They
no.
rebooted Dark Shadows.
Like in the 90s.
Oh, what the hell? Oh no, it's just gonna be
Yeah.
like an episode of Charmed. Oh,
No,
And
you
then
want
there's
that? You
fucking
gotta,
movie.
yeah, you gotta go watch the Johnny Depp, Tim Burton Dark
you know,
Shadows
I heard
movie.
that.
I
I
still
heard that
haven't
actually
seen it, and
wasn't
I
so
refuse.
bad, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm kind of
it's
surprised.
really
Tim Burton has
horrible.
really sucked for the last 25 years.
Yeah.
Like first 10 years, amazing. He was knocking it out of the park, you know. But then,
Well, when this talent found a way to escape his unbreakable contract, he kind of did lose some of his power.
yeah. So the second he did Mars Attacks, it was over.
Oh,
For me, it was the Planet of the Apes.
oh
Reboot that he
yeah.
did.
Yeah, that was a
Remember, like,
coffin nail. Yeah.
I saw that in a drive-in, and I was
Sleepy
thinking-
Hollow was
I
okay.
was so excited.
Yeah, Sleepy
I was
Hollow was
so
fun.
It didn't make it all the way for me, but it was
Yeah.
okay. It was at least better than Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
I remember being so excited about seeing it because it was a Tim Burton movie, and I was like, "This is gonna be good." And then I it was over, and I was like, the fuck?
It might as well have not been a Tim Burton movie, that one. I mean, what the hell? Any asshole could have shat that thing.
They
It's
have one of
true.
my favorite actors, Paul Giamatti, in it too. And
Yeah, tit for tat.
that was no tit for tat.
And then
But,
he remade Willy Wonka, and that was just really terrible.
He did.
That was
Willy
so
Wonka.
awful.
It really.
And I fucking love Danny Elfman.
Yeah.
But he has Danny Elfman in almost everything he does, but still it's like,
You gotta
God
eat.
damn it. Like, man's gotta eat.
Gotta eat cock.
So-
You mean dick.
Speaking of eating cock,
Dear YouTube, this content is not intended for children, by the way.
I don't know who keeps hitting that tab.
I really quickly, I want his clothes off.
God.
Yeah, you get to see a big old
You
dude,
get to see
like we talked about.
nicely sized dick. Yeah. I don't know what movie that was from, but that was fine because I got to see that without having to watch that movie.
It's a good movie. It's entertaining.
Mhm.
So did y'all learn any KG wisdom from all of
Oh,
this?
wow. Honestly, they covered a lot of stuff I already knew. In fact, I had to change my me introducing myself based on what they showed because I didn't think they'd do that. I'm a bitch, I'm a lover thing, but they did.
Oh yeah.
did.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm surprised Linda didn't do it.
What?
Come on, you're a sinner and a saint. You do not feel ashamed. You wouldn't have it any
That
other
was a
way.
bitch move, Linda.
Yeah.
It was a real bitch move.
Linda is a word
There's
I
another one of
use
those
to describe.
artists that had like 2 hits, and that was about it.
Yeah, she
And
she
just
was
kinda
no
fucked up.
Sophie B. Hawkins. Let's put it that way. Yeah. She was no K.D. Lang.
Oh Lord. So wisdom, you
uh,
said.
Yeah.
Bitch is the worst word ever, but you could still say cunt. Cunt's fine because it wasn't directly addressed.
Yeah. And as Dr. Dre taught us, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Apparently.
Ooh, bitch, get out the way. Get out the way, bitch, get out the way. Oh no, the
I'm
fight's
out.
out.
I say that to Carlos sometimes.
Oh man, I love that song.
But that's okay because that's our word. My piece of KG wisdom, I guess, would be don't call me a bitch, you fucking dick.
I ain't your bitch, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, bitch.
The dick episode reminded me of my ex when I showed her the Borat movie. Or not the Borat, the
I thought you were gonna say when I showed her my dick.
yeah. No, it wasn't the fucking Borat movie. It was the one he did after.
Oh, the dictator or
No, before that.
well, Bruno was
Bruno.
Yeah.
She asked me what I was laughing at so hard, and I told her it was Bruno, and she decided to watch it.
Yeah.
And then she called me after she texted me. She's like, I need to talk to you. I was like, okay, what? She's like, that movie had the most dick I've ever seen in my life. Why did you enjoy this movie?
Oh man, well now I gotta see it. Shit.
It has.
Was that the girlfriend that was a sack of crazy bricks?
No, this was before the Crazy Bricks. This was the
Okay.
Crazy Republican Bricks.
Oh.
But yeah, it's
Been quite a
funny
list,
because
Donnie.
that movie
She
has.
was the sack of crazy.
Oh, okay. Well, they're all kind of a little crazy. But Bruno has an amazing scene in it where he uses his penis to mouth out the word Bruno to shout it.
Yeah.
It's rather amazing.
And he twirls a small Asian boy. Like-
Yes, he does. He helicopters one.
Not a child boy, but
No.
I do believe he'd be classified as a twink.
Oh,
He ain't no boy, he's hand banana. Tonight.
He's a man.
Oh,
Go ahead, ask me
that
how
up.
I know that.
Tonight.
I'll just bend over and pick this up here.
Hey, why don't you back up? Back that ass up.
No more talking.
So, I guess now's the time. I say, please listen, follow, rate, and review Cage's Kiss on Apple Podcasts, especially, and over on Podchaser, especially on Apple Podcasts, because it helps us immensely. Check out our stuff on YouTube. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button, as Adrian would say. And,
You're acting like
go
I
check out
invented
our
this.
Patreon. The original YouTuber.
I didn't invent douche tubers. They happened organically.
Everybody called it Adrian too.
Oh my God.
But yeah, also check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Cage's Kiss. Even for just $1 a month, you can get some sweet stickers, some access to bonus episodes and such. It's good stuff. And for $20 a month, you can unlock the special gift of Donnie punching Adrian.
Pow, 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 pow.
Come on, guys, get that bit out there. I ain't punching myself.
It's not a hate crime when you pay for it.
Oh,
I believe it's
gold.
for $30 a month. You can get a custom sketch from Adrian.
Ooh.
You know you want one. I'll even draw Donnie punching me if you want.
Yeah, with a bag of dicks.
With a bag of dicks.
Instead of a dick pic, he will send you like a drawn dick pic, like
I do draw
Nicolas Cage was
dicks.
doing.
Yeah.
Send him your dick pics
And with
and
better
he'll do an
shading than
artist
Cage was using.
rendering.
Yeah. I was once slapped in the face with a dildo out of nowhere. Yeah, it did happen.
Wasn't that inside the adult store during when one of you ended up with a
No.
suction cup mark?
No, they don't. They don't just have those out there on display. They know better. I did know somebody who actually worked in one of those stores once, though. And he had some stories. Let me tell you.
Oh,
Oh
my.
yeah, we do too.
Yeah. Oh,
What up,
that's right.
Nick?
You did too. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So with that, you can find Cage's Kiss on all the social medias at Facebook, Twitter, and especially Twitter, and over on Instagram at Cage's Kiss. You can visit our website at cageskiss.com, where you can also see Donnie's awesome reviews and Adrian's awesome non-cage related art.
Yeah.
And you can also email us at cageskiss@gmail.com. We want to hear your awesome cage stories. But Donnie created a really awesome Discord.
I did a
So
thing.
Yeah.
he did a thing. So I think we're gonna have to post about that on the social medias as more like as we flesh it out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So check out my other podcast about witches in history and stories of all media, bedknobs, and broomflicks. Also check me out as Lila in Dispatches of Disassociation and as
Lila.
Patrice and Lila. She does that thing with her fingers. Also as Patrice and Lieutenant Murphy in Coyote's Bluff. That was a fucking blast.
Murphy.
I absolutely love Patrice. Adrian, where can the people find you?
I was Lieutenant
And you're
Lila
dead.
in Dispatches of Coyote's Bluff.
Yeah.
Dispatches of Muff.
Of Muff, yeah.
Coyote's Muff.
I'm Adrian again, and you can find me on the interwebs on both my Patreon and my DeviantArt account as Leo the Fox, all lowercase, LeoTheFox, no spaces. I be putting stuff. There's actually stuff on my Patreon recently. If you're giving me money, you should go look at that. There's like a story going up on there and shit. And I actually post in those places. And I do sporadically post on my YouTube under AA Smith. You should check that shit out too. It's a hoot and a holler.
Ooh.
I've been enjoying it.
Yay.
And your Patreon content.
Thank you for
Yeah.
money.
Hell yeah, you deserve
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Donnie?
I am Unreal Goals over on the Twitter as well as the YouTube, where we did actually foretold our promises, as a prophecy has said, where we posted a new episode of Wisdom in the Bottle. And no, it's not about sucking the dick, though that is going to happen on the next one, because I actually got a little too drinky poo happy and had to stop recording. And we're going to pick that up.
And you started sucking somebody's dick.
It happens. You'll be surprised.
When it comes through the hole, what else are you supposed to do with it?
Is this what you want?
I like to imagine that if you put it through the wrong glory hole, there's a cat on the other side that bats at whatever comes through.
Yeah, see, I'm not allowed at our local theater anymore because of a glory hole incident where I just stopped midway, and then I'm just like, so that's why sequels really are horrible ideas unless you're gonna think this out. Yeah, no, but I'm also on the Pornhub as the Boy Who Blew, and I'm either still got the Twi'lek or Twi'lek in Progress over on Instagrammies. And I was also on the Coyotes Muff for reasons of coolness. And I'm also going to be guesting with my sister on a Cinema Recall episode coming up soon, where we're going to be talking about Prince of Darkness. Ooh, spooky. Otherwise, as always, you can find me at our local charity auctions looking through used underwear and your Arby's by the dumpster.
Isn't the same thing?
I mean, yeah.
You're auctioning off the shit in the dumpster.
The horsey sauce is not what
That's my auction house, thank you.
I got this baby, brand new baby, unused.
It comes with some roast beef and Arby's sauce. You want it?
Dr. Phil shows up. I'll need that baby.
You want it with the horsey sauce or the Arby's sauce?
I want it on the
Both.
market fresh bread. No, not on the bun. I'm very particular about how I eat the babies.
This ain't Subway. You don't get it your way, bastard.
What?
I need to consume their souls.
Now, you need to get it together. You're talking like Dog the Bounty Hunter right now.
See, that's what Arby's beef is actually made of, is babies. I'm sorry to tell you.
We do babies. Beef. Like to apologize to all our mother fans
And all the uncooked babies out there.
You can't eat it raw. That'd just be wrong.
It works for Dr. Phil. You'll be hearing from us next week when we cover episodes 5 and 6 of the History of Swear Words, which you can keep streaming on the Netflix.
What are those called, Linda? What are those episodes called?
Well, I'm glad you asked. First, we're going to have Pussy.
A poissoir.
Just a normal day for you, then.
Hopefully we, crossing my fingers that we get cunt. So we have Pussy, and then I don't even know how this is a fucking episode.
Is it darn?
No, close. The final episode is Damn.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Well, they had one for bitch and dick. So, duty, caca, butthole.
Pee-pee, poo.
I think Damn is like the worst on the list, though. I mean, like the lamest.
You darn old butthole.
If they're doing it, they should have the decency to show the clip from Beavis and Butthead Do America where they're visiting the Hoover Dam.
This is how you know that things on here shouldn't have been episodes, because they got the little asterisk bleep on shit and fuck and dick, but bitch and damn don't need one because they're not swear words.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
History of bullshit. Okay, our choices were funny or die. We didn't get the funny, so death.
I'm waiting on my death still.
Sweet release. So yeah. Dicks be pussies or something, or bitches. Yeah.
Bitches ain't shit.
Bitch.
No joke. I had to, at my last job, it was fucking terrible. It's just a hellhole. But we had to use this like database system that hadn't been updated since the 90s.
Naturally.
And it was created by a man who, no joke, his name was Dick Pick.
Well, there is was a special effects guy named Dick Warlock, and I kind of still like that name.
That's just wonderful. Man, that's even better than being Dick Army.
There you go.
Or, I miss the word Gaylord.
Oh yeah.
Why not all of us just be Dick Wizards? We'll just put dildos on our heads and we'll be Dick Wizards.
They do have those head dildo attachments. They do, yeah.
See, there we go.
You get your ball gag working and your pony play gear,
Yeah.
So our wands will just be long ass dildos.
Sparkly
Isn't that
dildos,
what
yes.
wands are in the first place?
We're going to have a walking
Ew.
stick that's going to have a dangly wang dick on top.
We got
Go,
a picture.
a wizard is
wang,
never
dang
late.
doodle.
He always comes when he intends to. Like dear Frodo Saggins.
Peach. I could eat a peach for hours. Please.